Yo, it's good. It's Big Lou, the biggest, and I'm back with a new video. Today's video is going to be a bit different. I'm not going to be cooking up. I'm not going to be breaking down a sample or anything. I'm just going to be talking about the dark side of being a producer. I don't know. I just had this idea like a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to show like what the reality of being a music producer is like. And I've got a bunch of stuff written down. So who knows what I'll put in the background? It might just be my face with whatever. But anyway. So what the dark sides of like, it's not as glamorous as what people think it is. You don't like start getting money, you don't start getting rich and all this and all that, and like your life is good. Like it might be for some people, but obviously there's dark sides to it. And I've written a couple points down, so I'll just go through them. And so one dark side of being a producer is not getting paid / little payment / no little money in the start. So I know tons of people, including myself, who haven't been paid for records, who haven't been paid for like sessions or this and all that, and or they like, or payment might be late, so you might be waiting on an advance from a label for like 6 months onwards, like, and they might not even pay you in the end. So it's like a good way to combat that is to get a lawyer. And this video is not about lawyers and all that, but like you can go do a bunch of research on lawyers and all that, but they can help protect you and make sure you get paid and all that. But like you might like, at the start you might not get paid for like records, especially if it's a small artist or like all this and all that. It's all like it all depends on the circumstance, but you might not get paid, or you get paid really late and you won't know when you're getting paid. And so that's like a dark side to it of being a producer. And another point, little money at the start. You're not going to wake up one day and start charging 10k for a beat. Like you're going to have to slowly start making your way from like, let's just say $50 leases to $100 leases to 200, to then not doing leases, to charging 1,000 for exclusives, to 2 to 5 to 10 to whatever it is. But at the start, it's like you won't be getting paid $1 million for a beat, and only those who have built their brand, like Metro, Murder, Wheezy and all that, have the ability to charge and the ability to do really what they want in like the business side of like business side. Like they can really charge whatever they want because they built that brand, they've got hits under their names, all this and all that. So don't get discouraged by that. The second point is people flaking. Like you might set up a session with you might have a session with a local artist or a local producer, or even your dream artist or dream producer, and it might fall through, and it might just, you might be gassed up all week. You might be like, yes, I'm gonna get in the studio with Metro, I'm gonna get in the studio with this person, blah 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 blah, and something might happen. His family member might pass away, God forbid, or something might happen to his car broke down, or just like something popped up and he doesn't rock up, or they don't rock up. And it's just like, at that point you shouldn't feel too down about it. You just have to keep pushing, and if you've got studio time, just cook up, just like, or if he doesn't come, just cook up. Or like, who knows, that him flaking might be that time where you make a diamond record beat or something, or whatever. You just need to keep going. Which kind of leads onto the next point of things not going the way you planned. And under that I wrote like say you get told by a producer, oh yeah, we made Lil Baby's album, I'm for example, and you didn't get any paperwork on it, but you just said, oh yeah, you'll get we're on the album or something, and the album comes out and you're not on it. Or another example that I've heard is same thing. They tell you you're on the album, and then like a week before they're like, oh no, we're not on the album anymore, he chose other songs. And so for like 3 months you've been planning, oh, I'm on the album, I'm gonna be making this much money, I'm gonna be my clout is gonna go up, or whatever you might be thinking. But like you just have to keep going. At the end of the day, everything that I'm saying in this video is, it depends on how much you love the music game, and like if you're willing to push past it, because it's like it's all mental. It's like, yeah, you could have an unreleased song with Drake that's supposed to be on his next album, and then if it doesn't drop, it doesn't drop. and like you can't keep dwelling on the past, because every universe, I believe that everything happens for a reason. And so you might not make this album, but you might make the next one, and the next one might be a crazier record or whatever. But yeah, things not going the way as planned. And like another example for that is like you might have a trip lined up, you might have like an event, or you might have an idea in your mind of how you want things to go, and they don't go that way. But as I said before, like everything happens for a reason, and you just gotta remember that, and like just keep going. The next point is more about like mental health, kind of, is like comparison. So you might be scrolling through Instagram and see someone who's a 5-year-old getting a placement with Drake, and you're here, let's just say 25 years old or whatever, like this, 30 years old, even like 20 years old or whatever, and thinking, oh damn, this 5-year-old just got a placement with Drake. Where's my placement with Drake? I've been at it for X amount of years and I still haven't got a placement. And at the end of the day, like, because I go through this is a really bad habit of mine. I'm just being super transparent, and like I've got a bad habit of like comparing myself to other people, whether it be in music, whether it don't be in music. And like at the end of the day, like I said before in the previous point, everything happens for a reason. And like it might not be, he might have got it through chance or luck or whatever, everything like, or whatever, I don't know, but your time is coming. You just gotta wait for it. And the last point I got written down is like shitty people to deal with, or like bad business, which kind of goes back to my like the first point. But you might have like in the industry, no one really is truly your friend. And so you might think, oh, this person really fucked with me, blah, blah, blah. He's gonna give me, we're just gonna go 50-50 on the record or whatever. And then turns out he's taking 90 and you're taking 10%, and like it might be a shitty deal for you or something. It might be like he might just be a shady person to deal with, and you come across a lot of shady people in this music industry. But what you have to do is just sift through all the bad people, and eventually you'll find the people that you like working with, and then like you'll find the people that you trust, and that'll do good in the paperwork and all that. But there's a lot of shady people that might finesse you, saying, oh yeah, I can get you, I can A&R you your beats, but you have to pay me $20, and like try finesse you or try scam you, or like they say, oh, I'm doing collabs, and then they scam you or something. So you just gotta sift through them, and then like once you realize, okay, this person has scammed me once, or this person is really bad to deal with, okay, cool, move on, never work with that person again, and like just keep it moving and stuff. And also with like the labels, it might not be a good deal, but with deals, obviously it's very based on the circumstance and all that, but a percentage of something is better than a percentage of nothing. So keep that in your mind. But obviously everyone's situation is different. I can't really talk on everyone's situation, but at the end of the day, it's like, as I said before, it's how bad you want it, how bad you really love it. And like everything is kind of like someone said this, but I can't remember what, but all the struggles you go through is a sign of how bad you really want it and how successful you're really going to be. Like if life is just good all the time, then you've never really experienced life. But if it's like, if you go through so many bad times, you appreciate the good times so much better. But anyway, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys kind of want to see more sit down videos like this, and what type of topics do you want me to talk about. This is kind of just like something I had, because not gonna lie, this week hasn't been too great mentally, but I just had this idea and I'm like, fuck it, why not? Let's just talk about the bad side of being a music producer, because everyone thinks it's so glamorous and all this and all that, and so yeah. But anyway, follow me on Instagram and all that at Louis Oglin, and yeah, peace and stay safe.